Hey y'all, I'm Kiki Hunter.
What's good, people? I'm Mark Hunter.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
the
the
Hunt
Hunt
Life
Life
Podcast.
Podcast.
What's good, people? Hunt here.
Hey y'all, it's Kiki.
Real quick, we feel like while we was taking our break, it's hard to take a break and not realize that, like, God, dog, we taking a break. That don't mean the world taking a break. So why not do a quick little State of Emergency Part 2? We coming back live at y'all. We are the Hunt Life Podcast. And on today's quick State of Emergency, we're gonna talk about multiple things. It's crazy. The world's been crazy out here. People getting shot at. Can you say shot?
I don't think you can.
Well, people getting pow-powed at, as they like to say. They tried to take that boy out, take out the
Sassy.
yeah, they tried to take out Trump. On top of that, Biden then fell out the he fell out the race. On top of that, Kamala. And then to top it off, Meg the Stallion out here wilding. So it's like it's been so much going on. It's like week after week. It's rough out here. But we're gonna go on and get into this. So
Where shall we begin?
where shall we begin? Well, we just begin at the beginning. It was on a Saturday
Here he go. So y'all
evening.
don't understand. Mark be living for this type of stuff.
It was a Saturday evening, and boys was just on the stage doing this quick little rally like he always do. Then he pointed at the screen and looked. And boys just they start busting. Like they tried to take boys out. That was crazy. I ain't watch it live, but I did watch the replays. Like the
Not I
alerts was
watched the
going
replay.
off.
Yeah, the alerts really was going out. That's crazy because I don't usually have the alerts for stuff like that. But you knew about it like almost instantly. So you got to watch the stories roll out, which was even more wild. Because the way the stories was rolling out, it was like, wait, what?
What happened?
And then the fact that they were like, well, we don't know what it was. And I was like, well, what else could it have been?
Because what you was cooking?
I think so.
Yeah, she was cooking, and I was in the
It was
back.
a normal, regular, smuggling day.
What did I have a call that day?
No, because it's been raining.
Oh yeah, because it's
and right
it's been
after
raining.
The hurricane.
So yeah, and we had a hurricane. To before we even got to the assassination thing or anything like that, we had a hurricane in Houston. Then on top of that, now we got the assassination thing. And I come up in here, I tell her like, bro, they tried to take my boy out. She was like, what you mean? I'm like, look online, it's everywhere. She like, you lying. So she looked and it was like, it was everywhere.
It was everywhere. So you got to see the stories like roll out. The part of it about it was I was really upset because it was all over YouTube. So I wasn't trying to tell Santana, but Santana found out days later. But it had bombarded his YouTube page.
Yeah.
So one thing, make sure you are keeping up to date and talking to your kids about it, because if they haven't came to you about it, Santana's a kid. If he sees something, he gonna come to us. Like it just don't matter. He's still at that stage. Hopefully it stays. But if your kid ain't came to talk to you about it, trust me, they've seen it. So
they
at least have the conversation about it, because they were like, when I tell you it was thing after thing, they were doing skits about it to where I got uncomfortable. I was like, okay, I need you to keep strolling because I don't want you to get
desensitized
like,
behind this.
Yeah.
Because that's the crazy part, because it didn't matter. It was over everything. Everywhere. Shot boys tried to take his ear off, which is interesting. But, I mean, that's another episode. I digress on that. So, after that, the world, like, it just seemed like at that moment, everybody was like, oh, man, they tried to take him out. And everybody was together for a second.
For us, literally
a split second.
Like, because then immediately after is it real, is it not? Oh, I think he did it. You know how? And let's all take a moment to think about how insane of a human being that you have to be to take a real bullet to yourself just to stage something to get attention. We have to mentally think. And if you know people that are doing that, you should be checking them into mental institutions, because that's That's mental. We should not be normalizing people doing like going to those extreme extents for attention or to prove a point, whatever. That is not mentally sane. That's literally the definition of when somebody is mentally insane. So the fact that people stirred this up and like it was running and people like really think that it was staged. It could have been staged. But
it was staged, all right.
Like for you to think that somebody's willing to take an actual bullet to prove
for the cause, to make himself look good.
Yeah, I think you look crazy for thinking that. Like I'm looking at you like, are you okay? And people is really like in real life. It's not even online. Like I've heard somebody in real life like he's crazy. Like it ain't even real.
Then after that, couple of days later, no, was that like the next weekend?
The next week, yeah.
Literally. They didn't force that boy Biden to step down because he didn't want to step down. I put that on everything.
He couldn't like not he didn't after five, like 3 days before he was like,
I ain't doing it over my land body. He was like, I ain't doing it. And then out of nowhere, they made boys step down. So that was crazy too because I never thought that he was gonna step down. I thought he was. But I was like, he too confident in not stepping down because he's like a tough SOB, as they like to say it. So I don't think he wanted to go out like defeated like that.
Whatever they had on him, baby,
it worked.
Because he ain't had nothing to say. His whole attitude, baby, he ain't got nothing to say to nobody. He held the press conference for every bit of 8 seconds, and he said absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he just went up there and just was
press conference. He didn't say what brought on this like immediate decision, why he didn't tell nobody before he decided to do it, why people had to find out via social media and they work for the White House. Like he didn't say, he just was like, screw everybody and I don't owe y'all nothing. He wrote the letter and was like, I'll get to y'all in
he ain't even do it up on the official presidential seal paperwork or nothing. He just wrote it at his office desk and just Jill wrote that and she just was like, read this. Because you know that's what she be doing. She be writing out his little stuff and be telling him to read it, but
I cannot confirm or deny.
I'm confirming it. Like
you cannot confirm that.
Man, well, that's another podcast. That's the
problem.
Conspiracy mind to me, it's a whole lot that's going on.
If you haven't figured it out yet. Like
it's been wilding. On top of that, he stepped down and he put in an Indian woman to run for president, Kamala Harris. And now all of a sudden she black. Boy, I tell you, an Indian woman is South Asian and Jamaican, now she black.
Here's the thing with that. Because in latest news, I've been getting dragged on TikTok. If you do not follow me, it's I'm the key. I'm that the key. That's in between. On TikTok, to list, right? Mm-hmm. They told me Amber Rose wasn't black because I said I liked the Candace Owens and Amber Rose interviews.
We like Candace Owens in general around here in this Candace house. Owens. We promote black women in this house. Like
the interview was dope. It really, really was. So I said online too. I just said that it was dope. I told why it was dope. I like to see conversations like this happening because it was two women that don't agree on the same values per se.
From two different aisles of the party, too.
Yeah, but they got to get together and have a conversation. That's all I said, y'all. And they drugged me for filth on TikTok for it, saying she doesn't know the black experience, but she do.
Yeah, but y'all want to promote an Indian woman. An Indian woman at that, bro. Like the part
is wild to me.
Yeah, get your shit out.
Like, how are you gonna drag me for somebody who literally was raised by a black woman? It's only white by her dad's side, but she grew up in the hood like the rest of us.
And he's not even white. I thought he was Italian.
Yeah, I think he's like something like that. He's something like that.
Most dudes up north is Italian, so like, yeah, probably Italian.
Y'all literally took that girl black card because she said she supported Trump, but you got Camilla out here capping
hard.
And she ain't. It's videos of her saying she ain't black.
Mm-hmm.
It's videos of her saying that her people own slaves. Mm-hmm. But now y'all got her out here talking about she people ask her to do collard greens for Christmas. Stop.
In the bathtub.
And then she cooking them in the. That's unsanitary. Listen.
The thing I don't like what's been going on is it's been a lot of like bashing black women behind an Indian woman. And I don't think that like people really like understanding that. Like y'all literally promoting this Indian woman like she's like Rachel, what was her name? The white chick that was playing like she was black.
The NAACP.
Yeah, part of the NAACP.
Because your color gotta like, I don't understand how we do that. I don't understand how we are able to continue to do that. Like, because their skin complexion passes a certain test, they can just automatically be ours. Nah. Other races don't claim to be black until it benefits them. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't understand why we have to accept every race.
Running for vice president.
Yeah. Like, now she just, oh yeah, I've been down because she went. And then y'all arguing is because she went to a black
historically black college.
Yeah, because she went to one of them. White people go to those too, y'all.
Y'all got a problem with people code switching, and watch her code switch. Watch when she talk to black folks, she talk one way, but then when she talk to everybody else, she talk another way. She damn near got a southern accent. Mm-hmm. Ain't from the South, but she got a southern accent.
I just don't understand how we keep letting this happen in our face, because they playing in our face and we just okay with it. You really got people online acting crazy. And then like, y'all let her get up here and bring an actual black woman out on stage to perform what was supposed to have been a rally, first of all. I don't know why we was having a concert at a rally. Then
that's a thing. Because Donald Trump had Kid Rock perform.
That was at the RNC. Those are two different events. First of all.
He ain't never really had
them is two different
events. Rallies, he don't have
She
concerts.
was doing a regular, smegular rally. Yeah. Like, y'all keep comparing, because y'all don't know people don't know the difference
between a rally and a convention.
Yeah, like that was an actual event to have Beyonce did the same thing for Hillary Clinton
at the convention.
At the convention, not at the rally. It's a difference. So let's start there. Like, it's
a lot of difference that's going on
then
that people don't understand. Her
put an actual black woman, because Megan is actually a full black Texan, okay?
Southern.
Like, in front of the whole world. And this is the thing. I don't know if y'all think the whole world just includes the United States, because it don't. It's 7 other continents, okay? There's 7 continents in all. So these other continents are watching this.
They've been watching.
There's a lot of other people who are watching the elections outside of
watching the rallies.
States.
They watching all that. We ain't the only ones on TikTok. You feel me? The whole world is on TikTok.
So the whole world is. They see this, y'all. This not like family business and only the family know. And no, this was public. This was everybody. Mm-hmm. And the appropriation, black women, we always talk about we undervalued, we not respected, we have to be strong all the time. We always talking about all these struggles and adversities as black women, but we keep putting ourselves in the way of adversity. Like, we keep putting ourselves there, and then we wonder why we're there. And the fact that it's people online, I got the comments to prove them, that think that it's nothing wrong with what she did. It's not. I'm not attacking her, but I'm saying you cannot do that and represent the black culture. Everybody don't want to be a part of that. And if you don't see the problem with her getting online, shaking her behind in front of everybody, the entire world at a rally. Again, let's not forget this is a rally. Mm-hmm. And you sung Savage and Body Yaddy Yaddy Yaddy. I don't know if you sung any other songs, but those are the 2 that I saw.
That's the only 2 I think she sung.
And this was for a rally. What was political about either one of those songs? What does either one of those songs have to do with anything?
It's sad.
We got to do better. And then you got women talking about, well, what if she did now? She's 20, acting like a 20-year or something. Yeah, but it's a time and place for everything. Everywhere you take a black woman, it should not be premise for us to automatically be able to shake our tail everywhere we go. This is why they think black women don't have no class. This is why they think black people ain't nothing but loud and ghetto, because we always have dressed and shaking ass.
Oh, and then you want to be a reporter and be 30 minutes late. We had like it hasn't been looking good for black women this whole entire year.
Y'all making us look real bad out
like
here.
It's been a rough
30
year.
minutes, 30, a half an hour
to ambush Trump. Like that's pretty much what y'all did.
That's so disrespectful. You think your ancestors died? I can't even say what I'm trying to say, God dog. You think your ancestors sacrificed all of this for you to get your behind up there and shake your black ass online, and then for y'all to show up 30 minutes late in a place that your ancestors would have, they did DIE for you to sit up here and be that disrespectful.
Y'all talking about we want diversity. We got diversity.
We have it. We're messing it up.
Everybody that's in a diverse situation, they screwing it up at this moment.
We're messing it up.
They caking for an Indian woman.
Facts.
An Indian woman at that. I don't have no quarrels against no race.
I do. That's
none
why
of them.
Drake be president.
None of them. I don't
Canadian.
But I'm not racist. You feel me? I don't care about the different races because we're all people. You feel me? It's just a simple fact of that.
Appropriate a black person.
Yes.
Like that's rude.
Yes.
You wouldn't do that to no other race.
Nope.
They don't do that to no other race. You don't correct the Caribbean. Any of them. Jamaican, whatever Rihanna is, Trinidadian, Dominican. Do it.
You call a Caribbean an African American, they gonna get on your ass and tell you they're Afro Latino or they're Caribbean American or whatever they is. They gonna throw they look. They gonna
Africans
throw their stuff in front of
they're
that.
African. They're gonna tell you. Matter of fact, they're gonna tell you exactly from Africa where they from.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're gonna tell you the exact tribe. Like no other race of people are freely allowing things like we do. We accept you because you act a certain way and because you look a certain way. But the second you say something that we don't agree with, we'll take that card back. Even if you are blackity black.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, nah, that don't.
We have to get past this because they're celebrities and our favorite celebrities that everybody gets a pass, so we must support these people. They fight ain't our fight, and we really got to understand that.
Nah, we really do.
And they playing us in our fight every single time. Every time. Every election. They get us the same way.
Yeah. Every election, somebody get knocked off by the cops.
Mm-hmm.
But we supposed to rally behind that. Like it's always something that one side of the aisle always have to do. It's a playbook now.
Yep.
If you should notice it, it's a playbook. They constantly doing something and we got to all react as in one. We got to get in our feelings about it and push something that we don't fully know all the evidence. Again, I'm not saying what the cop did to shot the lady, that did that to the lady is wrong. If that stuff was wrong and he deserved to be in jail, which he is.
In jail, so justice is being served.
It has to play it out.
What are we protesting for? Why are we in the streets? Why are we destroying? Like, what are we doing?
Because I find it kind of interesting that this stuff happened at the beginning of July, but they waited to the end of July once Kamala got into saying that she's running for vice president. And then now all of a sudden, like this is getting pushed into the limelight now.
Yep.
Like every single time we get to this part of the election cycle, it's always something that they want us to rally behind to try to let us know that we're behind the stick. Yep. And it's like, we're not behind the stick. We have black people everywhere telling us that we doing bad, but we have a black person behind the camera or in front of the camera showing us that we're not doing bad.
And then they start causing division
between
the
black
community. Like they taking the black card where you like to keep each other in line.
Yep.
Because again, 90% of people are followers. So people don't want to be left out. So you'll go against it even if you know it's wrong just because the mass majority is. Mm-hmm. And that causes division because the ones of us who are saying like, no, that's not right.
Just do some more research.
Okay, you not black and we wrong for going against our people. But it's like, But we're trying to put you on to the game that's happening here. Like, why are y'all refusing to take the knowledge at this point? Why are y'all refusing to listen and be sleep? Everybody claiming to be woke.
But then when it's time to actually be woke, ain't nobody woke.
Yeah.
Everybody sleep and following along like some sheep. Like, it's so much sheep activity going on, so much NPC activity going on at this moment. And it's like, it's not making any sense. It's like, when are we going to actually wake up and realize that the fight that we're trying to fight is totally different than what they thinking, what they're telling you to fight. Like, the media is trying to push a narrative and we're not paying attention to the narrative that they're trying to push. Because we're not watching TV like that no more, so we're not watching the news, guess where they're pushing the narrative at? Through social media. They keep constantly trying to push a narrative so we can stay in line. And that stuff is starting to get played out. Y'all should start to realize that they are pushing a narrative, and you should take a second, do some research, get off of TikTok, actually read an article. Read a couple of articles. Read the full article. Don't just read the headline and get caught up in the headline BS, because that's called clickbait.
Yeah. Read the
actual article and figure out what's going on. Understand exactly what's going on. Like, understand that Project 2025 ain't got nothing to do with us.
Oh, that part too, yes.
It got something to do with something totally different. Understand that, first of all, y'all jump in the back for, see, I'm all over the place. But y'all trying to push Carmela in the limelight to run to be president, but we're not part of the electoral college. I'm finna put you on some game. Being the most popular person doesn't win the election. That's not how the election is won. It's won by the electoral college. We're not part of the electoral college. They already know they already know the projections and how this stuff is gonna go. All we gotta do, even when you go vote, it's just gonna show that this amount of people voted for this person and this amount of people voted for that person. But the electoral college voted for this person, so that's why this person won this state. It doesn't matter if more Democrats vote in one city or in this city or that city. If your state is predominantly red, your state gonna always be red. If your state predominantly blue, it's gonna always be blue. They use projections when it comes to all of this. Nothing changes these projections. These projections are projections from the past 5 years, the past 10 years. So it's like, yeah, sure, okay, I get it. Y'all like Kamala for what? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because she locked up more black men than a little bit.
She locked up black men. Y'all out here talking about, yes, y'all got black sons, black men, black fathers, and baby, she locked them up with no merit.
Go look at the Judge Joe Brown interview. He gonna lace you up about Kamala.
California don't even fool her for that reason. Like, she don't mess with black people. Like,
or Mexicans. She don't mess with black and brown people.
It is out there. She is a prosecutor. That is what she does.
She a whole cop. Like, she was a cop.
Her number one job is to lock up people, and that is not something that is just running around here rampant for no reason. No, that's how she got her seat. That's how she got into office. That's literally what she has done.
And on top of that, in California, when she was the senator over there, she also put a bill into place to where if your kids don't show up to school, you as a parent, you can go to court and get locked up because your kid didn't go to school. So even if your kid decided to skip that day, but you dropped them off at school, you still at risk of going to court. Y'all don't think that she's going to try to push these type of things into law when she becomes president?
Somebody who don't have kids.
She don't have no kids, but she's trying to tell people how to raise their kids.
She's trying to push out for ABs. She's trying to push out, like, she has all this room for things for parents to decide when she ain't even no parent.
When she don't even have even another Samo game. The president doesn't have no authority over getting ABs.
Presidents don't make laws. Let's start there.
Yeah, they don't. They just sign a paper.
But they don't make laws.
Roe v. versus Wade got turned over because it was time for them to come up, for them to pick what they was going to do. The only thing, it was time for renewal.
So they it was time for them to vote if they were going to keep it, but the bill was expiring.
Was they going to keep it
regardless.
federal, meaning that the government,
Yeah.
the actual government, have a choice over your body? Or are they going to pass it to the states, give it back to the states like it's been?
Yeah, because it was expiring. But here's the gag with that. Society supports stuff they know nothing about. The person who was the face of this never had an AB. And then she flip-flopped several times during the fight for Roe v. Wade.
Go to Hulu and watch that.
It's a whole documentary about it. And then they only bring this stuff up to tackle emotions. And listen, it's facts over feelings. You cannot like it, but the facts are still gonna be the facts. Y'all have people who never done the stuff telling y'all what y'all should do and it's okay, but they didn't even do it.
And they won't.
How does that sound? Mm-hmm. And she had the opportunity. She was going to go get one, and she decided not to.
She took the money. That lady that did that on her deathbed was like, nah, I wish I never did that. It's in the documentary on Hulu. Roe v. Wade, the documentary. Mm-hmm. I think that's the name of it. But like, yeah.
The name of it is her name.
I don't remember her name.
I forgot it. But if you put Roe v. Wade, it's going to pop up.
It's going to pop up.
But we keep letting people who've never... Taraji has one child. For her to be on here talking about... And why are we leading with I can't even say what I'm trying to say. Why are we leading with deleting kids? Why
that
are we
makes
leading
no
with
sense.
That?
Why are y'all so like strong on doing that? What's so important about that? That doesn't make any sense. I thought we were supposed to love kids. So why is it so important that we can be able to do it?
Yeah.
If we love kids, then we shouldn't even want to do that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Which one is it? Do we love the kids or do we not love the kids? It's like it's really starting to be at this point in time Jesus. Where, besides that, yeah, you need Jesus.
No, y'all need Jesus. A lot of y'all, because y'all be on this Bible train. Y'all, everybody want to be talking about the Bible and the Lord. Somebody told me the Lord blessed her to be able to go and have that opportunity. So to shake her ass online, the Lord
that's the truth. He blessed her with that opportunity, but she decided to want to mess it up.
Lord ain't had nothing to do with that. Everything ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. That folks always want to talk to the Lord and stuff. He ain't have nothing to do with that. That he ain't have nothing to do with, because I'm pretty sure he would have told her don't even go. Like, that's for the opposition. You not even supposed to be there. Mm-hmm. She wasn't even supposed to be in that room. Mm-hmm. He ain't had nothing to do with that. She wouldn't have did that on her own.
For that bread, that's what she did it for.
Stop talking to the Lord and everything. Some stuff he just don't have nothing to do with. Y'all doing it on your own merit because that's what you wanted to do. The Lord did not tell you to do that. If you don't believe me, read your Bible, because he tells you exactly what he stands for and how to hear his word. That he didn't tell her to go do that. That goes against everything in the Bible, especially about women. He did not tell you to parade yourself around here and lust. That's not what he said do.
More of the story. Crazy. Yeah, y'all crazy. That's the more of the story.
y'all is
more of the story is, man, do the research. Like, it's so much stuff out there for you to do research to figure out what's really going on. Because it's a lot that's going on and it's happening so fast to where we can't, like, it's too much going on to where our brains can't process every single thing that's going on. Because as soon as one thing stops, then it's something else that's emotionally trying to attack us. If you can't tell, it is a spiritual warfare that's going on out here. There's a lot of different warfares that's going on. And it's like, we need to just take time, do our research and pay attention to what's going on and make the right decisions.
Learn how to listen to people, even if you don't necessarily agree with them. No harm in you listening to what they actually have to say and not what people come reporting after they not already said it. Take time to listen for yourself. Like, we too used to getting passed down information, watered down information when you can go straight to the source. I don't want to hear what you got to say about somebody when I can go listen to their interview myself and like hear exactly what they said come out their own mouth. That's the thing. and we be passing out secondhand information like it's true. Can't do that. So yeah, do the research. Be able to listen. Don't deny the message because you don't like the delivery.
And don't deny the facts because you don't like the answer to it.
Mm-hmm.
A fact is a fact. Get out your feelings. A fact is a fact. But with that being said, we like to end this state of emergency. We will be back soon, people. We finna go back in our hibernation, you feel me? Because it's always good to take a social media detox. So with that being said, I'm Hunt.
I'm Kiki.
This is the Hunt Life Podcast. Don't forget to hunt life and live dreams.
Bye, y'all.
What's good, people? Before y'all leave, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Oh, and follow us at
Hunt Life the Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. You can also find me at I'm the Key on Instagram, and you can follow us on Hunt Life Code on Instagram and TikTok.
And you can find me on Mr. Hunt Bubbles on everywhere. Mr. Hunt Bubbles on everything, and also Hunt Files. And don't forget, if you got any comments or any statements or anything that you want to leave us, you can always find us up on Instagram and Hunt Life the Podcast. Have a great day, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Hunt Life, live dreams.